Hi guys, I'm back. I'm ready to make these yummy apples. I hope you guys can tune back in. I'm gonna do what I always do, just take a little time right here in the beginning to share my video to my personal page. If you are just now hopping on, if you would do the same, I would really appreciate it. Just hit the share button in the bottom left corner of your screen and just share to your personal page. Tag one of your friends. Any of it is appreciated. I got a little bit of caramel on my keyboard, so I'm gonna clean that off really quick, and then I am going to post about these Samoa apples. Let's see if my keyboard wants to turn on for me. All right, Samoa apples. How is everyone? All right, posting this to my personal Facebook page. If you guys could jump on and share to your pages as well, I would appreciate it. It's just going to be a quick video making these Samoa apples. If you've ever had the Caramel Delight cookies or the Samoa cookies from the Girl Scouts, it's supposed to be a little twist on it. They're saying it's like low cal. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. Cookies to apples, it still has all the chocolate, all the caramel, all the coconut. So it's just going to be a little twist on it, a little more refreshing, I feel like, with an apple. So all right, so I just have that, posting it on my personal Facebook page. If you're just now jumping on, if you guys could go to your bottom left hand corner, hit the share button, I would really appreciate it. Get some more people on here to kind of see what my page is about. Get some cool recipes out there show people how easy it is to make stuff. Hi Courtney, how are you? Thanks for coming on. I'm just gonna make these Samoa apples right now. I don't know if you've ever had the Girl Scout cookies, but I'm obsessed. I buy like 5 to 6 boxes every single time they come out, and I try and stretch them to last me as long as when the Girl Scout cookies come out again. I did not make it this year. I think I've been without the Samoa cookies for a couple months now. So let's do this. The recipe, let's just pull it up quick so I can refer to it. So 3 Granny Smith apples. Hi Macy, how are you? Miss Cal, did she leave already? And are you missing her? So I've been saying a lot, so let's knock off the ums. Let's get serious. So we got 3 Granny Smith apples. I'm gonna put this over here so I'm not looking away from you guys. Buying the Keebler ones. I've always seen them in the grocery store, and I just feel like they wouldn't be the same, and I would be kind of bummed out. I'm kind of picky about them. I don't know, I'm a Samoa Caramel Delight snob, and our Girl Scouts switched companies because we're right in the middle of the United States. I guess we get to pick if we want the East Coast company that makes the cookies or the West Coast company that makes the cookies, and we switched 2 years ago, and I don't like them. They're not as good. They are darker. They're smaller cookies, and they're just not the same. So I actually prefer, I believe, Caramel Delights over Samoas, but I'm just kind of a snob about it, and the switch is really annoying. So there's certain cookies that they don't provide with the new company, and they have different ones, like different variations. Like some of them are covered in chocolate, and the other ones aren't, and the switch doesn't make sense to me. But hi Rachel, how are you? All right, so I washed my apples. Lemonades, oh man, see, you know what, I lucked out, and somebody who had a Girl Scout that sold the right kind of cookies, Macy, gave me her online link, and I ordered a box of the cookies through her online link and got them delivered to my house and beat the system, and I got the cookies that I wanted, and I supported a Girl Scout at the same time. So the next time that I get the link, Macy, I'll send it your way so you can get the cookies you want. All right, 3 Granny Smith apples. I washed them. I removed the stickers. We're going to slice the apples into a 1/4 inch thick slices. I am obviously just going to eyeball that the best I can. I watched the video of them making these enough that hopefully I can kind of eyeball it. Hi, Lindsay. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. See, Macy, you need to order. So what you're saying is I need to order them for you, and then you just pay me when they come in because you aren't going to remember to order them. Courtney, they're similar. Yeah, they're just different. The different companies make like different specialty cookies, and I know a lot of people are upset about that they're not the same. They won't ever be the same. I don't know why we switched companies. Some people are happy about the switch, some people aren't. People laugh at me when I talk about it, the Samoas and the Caramel Delights being different. But when I got my box last year and I bought a box of the regular ones and I was able to actually compare them, and I took a picture and you could see the difference. And then I also brought some to the girl that does my eyelashes to prove to her that the cookies were different, and she agreed with me that the kind that I like were better. They were softer, the caramel was chewier, they were just all around better cookies. Hi Annette, how are you? We're just talking about Girl Scout cookies over here. These are going to be kind of my fun, refreshing spin on a Girl Scout cookie. I've seen this recipe a million times on Facebook, and I'm always like, yeah, I'm going to make it. I reshared the video that I shared like 2 years ago. It's been 2 years I haven't made it, so I'm getting serious today. I'm making these apples, and we're going to see if they taste good. All right, so we sliced our apples into a 1/4 inch thick slices. I don't have a biscuit cutter. I don't have a melon baller to remove the core from the apples. So I think that would be too big. So I don't know. I'm just going to kind of like eyeball it. And hi, Ashley. How are you? I hope they're going to be good, Macy. But almost like I hope they aren't like too good so that I don't end up eating them all to myself. So without a melon baller and a cookie cutter, these aren't going to be very pretty. But I don't know what else to use. Anybody have any ideas on how I can get the core out of this apple so that they don't look so hideous? Because this is not working so far. Hi, Alexis. How are you? I mean, you would think cutting a circle out of an apple would be really easy, but it's just not. And this thing is too big. I think that's too much of the apple being removed. But we'll see. Yeah, that's a big circle. We're missing a lot of apple if I do this. My baby spoons, they're all like rubber. They're not. I could try this, but like even then, like I tried to use a regular spoon and it just, you would think it would come out round, but it's just not, you guys. So hi Charity, how are you? So we've cut these apples into 1/4 inch thick slices, but now I'm having a little bit of a hard time getting the core out. It's not going to be the prettiest, you guys. It's not going to look like the video, but it's going to taste the same. I just threw that on the ground for my dog. He's going to like the apple. Let's push this big old core out. Like this poor apple did not survive. Okay. That's what I love about this show. Yeah, it says melon scooper, Alexis. I don't have one. It says melon baller, and I don't have one. It says cookie or small biscuit cutter. I don't have one. You guys, I don't have anything that would work. Measuring spoon. I mean, I feel like they're all too big. You could try this one, but even then, like, how do you... It's like breaking my apples instead of cutting them. It's not working, you guys. Okay, so add to my cooking wish list for Christmas, melon baller. Okay, guys, remember that, melon baller. Dang, you guys, I thought this was going to be a lot easier. The measuring spoon is working better than most. Courtney, you win. So I kind of just going around and making an indent with the measuring spoon, and then going with my with my paring knife and scooping it out. So Courtney wins. That's the best circle I can make is with my measuring spoon. So we're going to do this. We're going to take the core out of all of them and we're going to set it aside. And then in a medium-sized bowl, we're going to add all of our caramel, jarred caramel. I did have other kind of caramel, but I decided to just go with the jar like they say. But they do make these like caramel bits and they're supposed to be easy to melt and stuff like that. But surprisingly, on the bag, it doesn't tell you how to melt them. Sometimes it says, in one of the recipes, it says with water on the stove. One of them says the microwave with milk. So it's kind of not clear, so I didn't really want to use it since I didn't have a clear direction on how to melt the caramel. So I did just use jarred caramel, the like ice cream topping caramel. I'm sure you could make your own caramel too, which is what I do for most recipes. If it calls for caramel, I make my own. Super, super easy family recipe. It's just like brown sugar and butter and heavy whipping cream. Super easy, super yummy, and I like it better than most store-bought caramel. All right, you guys. That was harder than I thought it was going to be, but we have the cores out of our apples. I'm telling you, they don't look as pretty as the video on Facebook, but they're gonna taste so good. My kids are gonna wake up from their nap and they're gonna be so excited. It's gonna be awesome. Okay. Hi, Shelby. Macy says you're here. I can't see you, so hi. All right, so we have these. It says to set these aside. We're just gonna scooch it that way. In a medium-sized bowl, we're gonna add our caramel and our coconut flakes. So in goes the caramel. Yummy, yummy, sticky caramel. A cup of caramel, which is about a jar of the ice cream topping caramel is about a cup. So did that. Wipe my hands off. I'm a little sticky. All right, then we're going to add our coconut flakes. These are the coconut flakes I have. They're just sweetened coconut Baker's coconut flakes. We want a cup of them. Just throw this in a cup. And then I'm just going to use my hands to kind of... Hi, Bree. How are you? How's the moving going with Lacey? I can tell you're working hard if you're on here watching me instead. All right, I'm just going to break this up so we don't have huge, huge clumps. My coconut does look like the flakes are a little bit smaller than the video, but I think I'll probably like that better. This is like the only time I ever eat coconut is in my Samoas. So just kind of break this caramel up, get that in there. And then we're going to mix it up. We're going to stir it until it's combined. And then we're going to spoon the caramel coconut mixture over each apple. So, coconut everywhere, you guys. So I'm going to mix this up. It's going to be so good. I had all these things at my house except for the apples. So I'm kind of excited that I'm using up some coconut flakes that I've had. Some caramel that's just been chilling in my fridge. All right, so we're going to bring back our apples. We're going to just sit here. And in the video, it looks really easy. They just like spoon this on over the apple. And then we're going to drizzle some chocolate, it says. It's semi-sweet chocolate, and you're going to put a little bit of butter in. Good, not fun. Now you're doing your best job supervising the heavy moving and making sure cats don't escape. Well, making sure cats don't escape is a good job. It's a full-time job here at my house. My cats act like it's so fun outside that it's not freezing cold and that there aren't ferocious things out here in the country that could eat them. So it is a constant job of trying to make sure my cats don't get out and hurt themselves. And they're sneaky. So like because I let my dogs outside, and then when I let them in, my cat will jump over the top of my dog as he's coming in so that she can get out. So there's like no way to even really stop her. So you have to like lock her up before you try and open the front door, which is a lot of work, but it's better than her escaping. So this isn't too bad. It's not the easiest to spread this caramel over these cookies. But like I said, this is all going to be worth it. They're going to be so yummy. I'm super excited. I love caramel apples. And if we're going to like throw some coconut in there and some chocolate, I just don't see how we could be going wrong, you guys. In the recipe on the website I got this from, it said it's supposed to be like a low-cal option to the cookies. I'm not buying it. There's a lot of sugar and a lot of carbs in apples and in fruit. So I would just say this is just like a fruit alternative. Not really low-cal, not really cutting any corners on the whole thing. I think I'm putting too much on each apple because I'm actually running out of caramel and coconut. But I can always go back and thin them out a little bit. Kind of smoosh them around. This one's got a lot on it, so let's phone a friend and get some. Evenly spread this stuff out. Thankfully, this is just for my family, so my little germy fingers all over it. I did wash my hands, but I know some of you watch this and are like, oh my gosh, she's touching everything. Well, luckily, it's just for my kiddos and me. And they don't care. This stuff could hit the floor and they wouldn't care. So, I don't think my little hand germs are going to slow them down at all with these caramel apple bites. All right. We're getting there, you guys. These are messy, but it's kind of what you expect with sticky caramel. Just funny, you know, you watch those videos and they make it look so easy, and I'm not sure, Courtney. It doesn't really say, like, online how long they'll keep, how long they'll stay. My only concern is, like, apples meeting with caramel. I feel like it will solidify the caramel a lot, and pretty soon we'll just have a big, runny, goopy mess on the counter. But I also don't imagine them lasting very long as far as everyone wanting one. I would think they would freeze really well, though, Courtney, if you prepped them and wanted to bring them for like a snack for your kid's school, for a Halloween party or something. I would imagine like if you made them, prepared them, and then were able to stack them and store them in the freezer and pull them out like the day of the event, I think they would keep really well like that. By the way, they said the cake was super good. Oh, yeah, thank you, Macy. My dad's like, wow, did you hear if anybody liked the cake? And I'm like, no, I didn't, and I don't want to bug them. But Meg did send me a video of her daughter sitting there eating and picking at the sprinkles. So she tried her best to get me a video. It sounded super busy and fun and hectic there. But no, I guess no news is good news. I didn't get a phone call or a text being like, we want our money back. It was awful. So we're just going to say we were good and go from there. You guys, I dropped that strawberry cake off yesterday. And I wanted to know if everyone liked it. I am clean, but yay, stuffed peppers, Brie. They are so good. I still have 2 in the fridge, but I ate one for lunch, and they're so awesome to reheat. I just threw it in the air fryer and reheated the pepper, and it was so good. Yeah, I hope it would never happen, Macy. I pride myself on my cakes might not look perfect, but I feel like I knock the taste out of the park because that's what I really concentrate on. But, so, we got our yummy sticky little apples here. Our next step is to put our chocolate chips, so it's semi-sweet, half a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips in a microwave-safe bowl, and butter. So we need 3 tablespoons of butter. Just cut this off. I'm going to put it just in this, throwing chocolate chips, in this measuring cup because it's microwave safe. Just pop it in there. It says to do it in 30-second intervals. The reason behind that is you don't want to burn your chocolate, and it is very, very, very easy to burn chocolate when you're trying to melt it in the microwave. So you always kind of want to keep an eye on it. Be careful, don't overheat. Always, always, always. When you're microwaving chocolate and you look at it, it may not look melted, but when you go to touch the chocolate chips, they will melt together. So you always want to, after your each 30 seconds, you want to go in there and kind of stir them up, because they will solidify once you touch them. So just remember, your chocolate chips may not look melted. They still look full, but they are actually melted. So you always want to get in there and mush them up, because you can easily burn it by not stirring them and breaking them up. So just make sure you always do that. Sit there, stir them a little bit. I think I'll only need another like 30 seconds on that. Put my spoon there. So just remember that. Ashley, I know I love Samoas. Well, Caramel Delights, I think, are the ones that I like. Samoas I don't like as much. Hi, Delaney, how are you? But I am thinking that these will be delicious. If they're good, I would highly recommend these for like a Halloween party or a gathering of some kind. They're kind of like, you know, like a caramel apple that you would get at a Halloween party. Yeah, I just pushed this stuff onto my ground. That's the awesome thing about having dogs, that they are my Hoover cleaners. Yeah, see, this is already boiling with just another 30 seconds. Oh, man. Stir this up. But that's what I like about dogs. They clean up my floors for me. And, ooh, yikes, you guys. This is not melting like it should. No fun. Making a chocolate mess. The butter and the chocolate chips are not mixing well. I guess I should. I'm going to throw it in this bigger bowl and see if I can get a better handle on it. Chocolate is not melting well with that butter. I don't know. Just following the directions. Hi, Lacey. How are you? I do. I never really share my my Girl Scout cookies. Rory and I buy like 5 or 6 boxes of them. Usually he takes a box or 2 to work, and other than that, like, they're mine. My dad must know that I really, really love him, because it was last winter. I had to run my brother back into town, and I had left my dad to watch the boys while they were sleeping, and my dad just sat on my couch reading a book, and just a full box of caramel delight cookies, and he's just reaching in and eating them, reaching in. Pretty soon he polished off an entire box in a night, and I was so sad. Yeah, you guys, I'm a mess. I am not a clean cooker, chef. I make a mess. I sploosh stuff everywhere. Never intentional, but I make big messes. Right? That, the show Baby Mama. Anytime my mom and I, or Brie and I, talk about chocolate, we always start saying, is it poop or is it chocolate? What if that would have been poop? Because the lady literally licks what looks like poop off of her daughter's hand. And it's just about how being a mom is messy. Hi, Lacey. How are you? The other Lacey. We got 2 Lacey's on here. Yeah, nothing's ever perfect, Macy. We got Macy, Lacey, other Lacey. All right, you guys. I was able to get a handle on this chocolate a little better. It looks chunky because I didn't clean out the caramel or the coconut before I put it in here. It doesn't say... just says Drizzle the melted chocolate. Hi. So, I mean, I'm just going to kind of like pretend like it's easy to drizzle chocolate over stuff. But like I said, it's kind of chunky because I didn't take the extra coconut or caramel out of the bowl when I put the chocolate in. But, I mean, all this stuff I can wash my, ooh, that was a big glob of chocolate. I can wash my cutting board. I can wash my hands. So I'm just going to try and do that. Looks good. Ta-da! It's a lot of chocolate, though. I wouldn't say you needed a full... Ooh. You guys, I am just off my game today, and I'm loving it. It's my Sunday. I'm chilling in jammies, you know, doing some laundry, hanging out, eating some fattening food for myself. So, you know, don't judge me. I'm just living the American dream. Would a small sandwich bag work? Yeah, I mean, you could, stick it in a sandwich bag and cut the tip off and drizzle it on there if you wanted to be more precise. If you are making this for like a party or a gathering where, you know, big globs of chocolate wouldn't be the most appealing. But yeah, I would say if you want to do that, it might be a little hard to transfer the chocolate into the bag. I wouldn't want you to burn your hand because it is still pretty warm from microwaving it. But if you let it cool down a little bit and you were able to transfer it into the bag, I would say that would be a good idea. I am going to stick these on another plate. And we can see if they look prettier once we remove the mess a little bit. Kind of let that extra caramel and chocolate drizzle out from the center of the apple. Like I said, I think these would be awesome if you made them and froze them a little bit. I might stick some of these in the freezer, let that caramel and chocolate harden up a little bit so that they're not so sloppy. And then I would say, yeah, if you want to make these for like an event or a gathering for Halloween or whatever, a party or friends are coming over, I would say stick them in the freezer and pull them out like an hour before you need to serve them. They'll be easier to handle. They'll be easier to place on a plate. I would say, yeah, go for it. Are you guys ready for this? They're good, you guys. They're messy, but they're really, really good. Enjoyable, having fun, and being Riley. Yeah, this is me. This is what I do. People that come and hang out at my house know this is how I am. I just make yummy food and then I stand here and eat it. It's about how it goes. It's really good. I wish I could share it with you. If you live in the area, come stop by. I've got plenty. They actually look really good on that plate. I'll post a picture. It's not gonna turn. I'll post a picture on my Facebook when we're all done here. But hey, you guys, we almost have 25 live views on this video. Must be my awesome caramel chocolate work I have going on here. People love watching that, huh? Yeah, Alexis, give it a try. If you have a melon baller, you're a step ahead of me in the game. Okay, Brie, I'll throw one in the freezer for you. Yeah, Dad, it's really good. Really good. We'll probably have to make these if you ever come and visit. They're not as good as these awesome frosted sugar cookies my dad and I made last year for Christmas. They were like peppermint sugar cookies. I still daydream about those. They're like so good. Barely you pick. Hold on. What am I picking, Macy? I need to make some. They're gonna be good. Oh, they were good. The eating, yeah. It's good, you guys. I'm gonna enjoy every last bite. I mean, look at all this extra caramel and chocolate. I can't let that go to waste. Probably put it in a jar and put it over some ice cream later today. But thanks for hanging out with me. It was really, really fun, you guys. Perfect timing. My kids are going to be up from their nap, and then they get to enjoy them. Yeah, I'll pick the food. I'm making crock pot meals all week, so you just stop by around dinner time, and there'll be crock pot food ready for you. But I should probably clean this up before my kids wake up. Thanks for hanging out. These are Samoa Apples. I will post a picture. I highly recommend a melon baller or a small biscuit cutter to be able to remove the core from this thing. You guys, if we got like 4 or 5 more people to jump on this live video and hang out with me for like a minute or two, we could do a giveaway. I'm just trying. Macy's always a peanut gallery. Macy is like my #1 fan, along with like Ashley. #1, you guys. I don't know what else to tell you. So good, you guys. So I would say I'm gonna give another 2 minutes to see if we can get to 25 live views to get a giveaway. But the views are going down, you guys. You better start tagging people. I would say those are really good. Obviously, like I said, they aren't caramel all over my face. They aren't low cal by any means, or low in sugar, or low in taste at all. But they are super refreshing. Caramel and chocolate can kind of be a little bit much. It can be a heavy, it can be a very, very, I don't even know the word. But they can be kind of overwhelming in sugary flavor. And with that really cold, refrigerated Granny Smith apples, they were super refreshing, crisp when you bite into them. I highly recommend them. If you want to make a dish for a party for Halloween, I would say this is a go-to item. They weren't super hard to make. They were messy, but that's just because I'm a messy cook. Highly recommend, you guys. Like I said, I would throw them in the freezer, which I'm about to do. Throw them in the freezer. We'll see. Maybe an hour, maybe less. Throw them in there. Let that caramel get hard. Let that chocolate harden so that they're easier to handle and get that apple nice and crisp and hard. But I appreciate all the tags, you guys. We almost made it. I have full faith that sometime this week we are going to hit it. We're going to hit that 750 likes and follows, and we're going to hit those 25 live views. You guys, I have full faith because we are just going to do it. We're going to nail it. We're going to knock it out of the park, and we're going to keep making some lovely messes on my kitchen counter, all right? Because we got dogs just patiently waiting to see if anything else is going to drop. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Have a good Sunday.